All right, Mr. Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? I want to salute Atlanta legend Pastor Troy, man. Look, Pastor Troy, to me, picks beats immaculately. Like, I love his beat selection. I actually interviewed Pastor Troy about 4 or 5 months ago, man. I just don't take those moments for granted. I remember growing up listening to that Vice Versa fam, and to be able to interview people like that, I'm gonna throw that interview on the back of this video. As a matter of fact, Pastor Troy was able to get one of the last scenes visually of Shawty Lo. He did a movie with Shawty Lo, and Shawty Lo, this is again before God rest his soul, Shawty Lo passed away, was in a car accident, unfortunately passed away, but God rest his soul, like I said. And Pastor Troy has a movie with Shawty Lo, so go check that bad boy out. I'm gonna throw that on the back end of this video here, my interview with Pastor Troy from a few months ago. Since we are talking Atlanta's own Pastor Troy, though, we're going to talk about some comments that he made revolving around Super Bowl weekend. Oh, man, Super Bowl weekend in Atlanta. This is like the gift that just keeps on giving. So many storylines have come out of this, for good or for bad. Pastor Troy is no different. So to kick off Super Bowl weekend in Atlanta, there was a lot of events going on. Matter of fact, I think there was a concert in which Jeezy, T.I., and Ludacris were all present at State Farm Arena. They took a picture together. T.I. posted it on his Instagram. And this one sparked some controversy in the mind of Pastor Troy. So here's the picture, all right? T.I. said, "Be clear. These faces, along with a host of others that look like us, laid the foundation for the infrastructure, artistic ecosystem you know as Atlanta. This our shit, and we run this city. Don't get it fucked up. We'll adjust the temperature to make it as hot or cold as we see fit. If we ain't with it, it ain't shit. Sincerely, the King." Now, if you read that caption again, T.I. clearly says, "Be clear. These faces, along with a host of others that look like us." I don't think T.I. was trying to separate himself, Jeezy, and Ludacris from other rappers. All I think he was trying to say is black people help build Atlanta. Rappers, the culture, help build Atlanta. I think that's what he was trying to say. Of course, every comment you make is going to be misconstrued, and when somebody has something on their mind, they're going to say it. So this rubbed Pastor Troy the wrong way, and Pastor Troy, he posted this picture up with that caption, and he left a handful of a comment in the direction of T.I. Clifford Harris. He said, "I sit back and see stuff on IG and I laugh. Y'all see them and think whatever y'all may. I see them and say, I'm on all 3 of their first albums. So who am I to this city? I didn't call nobody to get on their albums. They people called me. Why? Because I had this city on click, clack, lock. My biggest regret in the rap game was fucking with niggas that wanted my spot because I didn't have to. I needed more allies to make this Atlanta gangster rap scene stick, so I worked with everybody. Man, going there, No Limit made our gangster rap scene in Atlanta. Don't ever get that shit twisted. We ready with that phone call to P. Opened all the doors for Atlanta gangster rap scene today, nigga. I stopped the tank. Put some respect on my name." And then he went on to do some hashtag. Look, I think Pastor Troy he's just frustrated at his situation. All right, Pastor Troy, there should be more respect put on his name, and he should be treated greatly. That's one reason why I have my platform. Like, I'm not just the guy covering all the young artists right now. You don't see me throwing up like 85 Blueface videos every day, right? Or when Tekashi was in the news, we talked about it, but not every damn day like a lot of other outlets. That's not my calling. I kind of want to hit a different demographic, and I want to make sure some of the people that I look to and revere as legends, right? I'm kind of want to make sure their legacies musically don't go away, that we don't forget about their names and what they do, and that their news still as well, just because they're not running around with 1,000 tattoos on their face, right? I hate for that generation, the Pastor Troy generation. Like, a lot of these guys do feel like they've forgotten. And because social media weren't prevalent when they were coming up, he ain't gonna never have the following of a T.I., of a young Jeezy or a Luda. Let's just call it what it is, bro. He's never gonna have that. And you can see a little bit of hate in the direction of these guys, because Pastor Troy's like, yo, if not for my moves, Atlanta wouldn't be where it is. And I'm agreeing with Pastor Troy. I'm not from Atlanta, so I'm going to defer to him. If he's saying it, trust me, I believe him. That was a little bit before my time. If he's saying it, I believe him, right? I just look at it like, you coming at Tip, but I don't think he was trying to say you weren't. He said a host of others. I just think it's tough to act like T.I. is supposed to say everybody that helped out and made Atlanta what it is, and to take that as a personal shot. There's got to be something that happened behind the scenes between Pastor Troy and T.I. I don't know, maybe Pastor Troy reached out to T.I. for something and he didn't get a, I don't know what it was, but that definitely felt like something more serious than him getting upset at T.I. for forgetting his name in the IG post. That feels very built up. It seems like anger that he wanted to get off his chest for a long time. Anywho, I want to salute all parties involved. All got legendary moments. Salute to Pastor Troy. One of my favorite records of all time. And salute T.I., Jeezy, and Ludacris. Definitely some living legends in Atlanta as well. What y'all think, man? Do you guys think that we celebrate the right legends, right? Are we overlooking guys who might have set it off in the early 2000s, right? But didn't have the social media backing, right? It was before it was even an era. These dudes were just straight hustlers. Now fast forward to the guys who were popping like from 06 to 2012. They were around long enough for social media to become a thing, and now we kind of revere them as like the most legendary crop. Like, I look at New York, right? Most of their legends are in their 40s, right? Late 40s, mid to late 40s. Most of down South's legends are in their mid to late 30s, right? I think that's kind of how we look at it, right? And I think sometimes we forget about some of the people that helped pave the way, and Pastor Troy just kind of voiced his frustration with his trajectory as a legend. What y'all think? Comment box below. Thank y'all so much for the time. Let's put it on. Take it for granted. Salute. I'm out.
It's been a cool experience, man, and right now I've been getting into film more, man. I got a movie coming out with Charlie Lowe, rest in peace. I'm showing it on his death date, 9/21.
Wow.
At Center Stage, man. Y'all more than invited to come out and cover the red carpet.
Of course. Now, hold on. When did you guys shoot this?
Man, it's been a 2 year, It was 2 years ago, man.
Okay.
It was 2 years ago when we shot it and everything, but I've been editing and perfecting it, man, for the past 2 years to show it on this 2 year anniversary of his death.
What can we expect from the field? Give me a little bit. I want to help promote it.
Yo, man, this joint is called Down to Come Up. It's based on a brother coming home from jail, man, and trying to get his life back together. But y'all gonna see how difficult it is sometimes.